Greetings, I'm Solidus-Skully, and welcome back to more Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep action. Today, we go to Neverland.
What are they, Captain? Back! You must get me treasure!
Leave him to me.
Once again, another runaway Disney character while we do the plot and fight things off. Although it's kind of bizarre that, Captain Hook and Shmi couldn't fight them off. I mean, okay, maybe not Shmi, but Captain Hook at the very least. I mean, he might not have a Keyblade or magic, but I mean, he could at least banish the Unversed. Actually, no, they don't even work under the same rules as Heartless, so technically, if Hook defeated them, they would go back into Vanitas, so I don't know, I guess he was just feeling a wee bit lazy. But anyway, to sort of talk about the level as it stands, the same rules apply to every visit to Neverland. Yeah, if you're not at least around the late 30s, early 40s, then yeah, this level's gonna kick your ass. So yeah, I highly recommend you grind before getting to this point, otherwise, well, even the most basic bitch, Unversed are gonna get the drop on you, so keep on your guard, really. Oh no, evil monkeys with bananas on their heads. Oh, we need to use Zack's D-Link, which we don't get to pull off successfully because it takes a long while to build up and is immensely useful. There we are. Yeah, it's kind of a shame we don't really get to show off Zack's D-Link as much as I would have liked, but oh well. It could be worse, I suppose. Stop. Slash and slash. And what do we get? Oh, we don't get anything. Oh, you had to die before I could use Hero's Pride, didn't you little monkey fucker? Weavin' Maven.
If I desired your assistance, I'd have demanded it. We had the situation under control. Isn't that right, Smee?
Oh, yes, Captain, completely. We would have cleaved those fiends to the brisket, we would. Why, I'd have given them a little of this and this.
And don't think your efforts mean you'll get a share of me treasure, understand?
I'm not after your precious box, Captain. I'm looking for a person. A boy, wearing a mask. Ring any bells?
No, not a one.
Figures.
Smee! You blithering barnacle! We're off! We shall leave this place before the light draws them back again.
Huh? Hey, hold on. What did you just say about the light?
Ah, yes, it's heartbreaking, really. This chest, you see, contains light gathered from all around. And I've got an acquaintance, a boy, who's sure to try and seize it.
A boy who's after the light. If it's not Vanitas, then who? Hey, why don't I help you keep the light safe? Maybe you could tell me more about this boy who's troubling you. What's his name?
Peter Pan!
Peter Pantsless. Actually, I will say though, like, I mean, out of all the Disney characters who are somewhat subjected to default face, to give context as to what default face is, it's pretty much just a character with like one or two lip flap animations. I will say that they do actually manage to make Captain Hook feel very animate. Well, okay, maybe not necessarily in that scene there, but again, in scenes where there's close-ups of him, again, they do manage to make Captain Hook feel very animated, much like he was in the original film, which, again, is a detail seldom seen with a lot of other Disney characters, but one that is very well appreciated. I do apologize for talking over that last cutscene, but that's basically just Captain Hook going, "Flash me, cuddlefish, I'm gonna fuck off and do something else, blah 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 blah." And in the meantime, we pretty much just have a lengthy commute across Neverland to find Peter Pan, who's stealing some treasure. I mean, yeah, in terms of timeline here, Terra first, Ventus second, and Aqua third in terms of story chronology here, so yeah, this is before Tinky Winky was kidnapped and before anything else happened, so yeah. Not really too much else to say. Which is a bit of a problem when you're doing commentary, but I'm tired. So very tired. Of Birth by Sleep at the very least, but yeah, in the meantime though, I mean, it's vibrant at the very least, and in terms of the level pathways themselves, I do show a few little nooks and crannies that I didn't show off as Aqua and Ventus, but a lot of it is primarily just for treasure chests, which, I mean, it's fine enough for what it is, although I do kind of feel like the traversal options of Dream Drop Distance with, you know, flow motion and everything, it kind of gives exploration a little bit more... It gives it more of a degree of scope, but at the same time it also adds, like, a level of, you know, freedom to the level design, I find. There we are. Adept at blocking.
Yes, Terra, you're finally becoming competent. Yes, and you working out that body is becoming pretty good too.
Yeah, but I will say, in terms of world positioning, this is also kind of oddly placed in terms of Terra's character arc, because, I mean, we've seen him, you know, struggle with the darkness and struggle to sort of maintain his sense of self, but at the same time, though, Terra falling victim to Hook's shenanigans, that seems to strike me as something that would have happened, I don't know, like in the first tier of worlds, like, you know, Maleficent, Sleeping Beauty, that kind of thing. Whereas here it just sort of seems like, I mean, again, you can partially put it down to Captain Hook being a bit of a crafty bastard, but it just seems to sort of fall in between of Terra just falling for a misunderstanding, which I do feel Terra, you know, the whole fandom's perception of, oh no, Terra's dumb because he falls for the bad guy, is at least a little bit overplayed in a bit of a Knuckles kind of way, but at the same time, though, it's just a citation needed and a bit of context required, I guess. You know, because, I mean, by the time Terra does find out that he's been duped, he is pretty much on the side of, you know, he is pretty much on the straight and narrow. It's just that, I don't know, he just doesn't ask a lot of questions, which is a bit of a problem, and as I mentioned beforehand with Aqua, something that's probably a little bit more of a thing with Terra, actually, is that, again, unlike Riku, who, even when he was being manipulated, was skeptical, Terra, on the other hand, doesn't ask a lot of questions, and I have to wonder, is that a response of his training with Eriquus? You know, was he frequently berated for asking questions that were meant to be, you know, that was meant to be forbidden knowledge? Because, I mean, again, like, people like Eriquus and you know, Yensid do bring up in regards to Xehanort, like, oh no, you shouldn't ask what Kingdom Hearts, the Keyblade War is like. I forbid you from that knowledge, but I don't know, are they so blinded by their dogma that they just wanted their students to not ask questions, which is why Aqua was seen as the more exemplary student, but Terra wasn't? I don't know, it's quite curious, but I don't know, it's something that isn't really touched upon, and again, I don't know if that's just down to, you know, one of the Japanese stigmas of, education in the sense that, again, like, regardless of whatever the teacher's teaching you, whether it's correct or factually incorrect, again, whatever the teacher's teaching you is correct, so, again, even if you get the right answer, if it's not the one in the textbook or what your instructors are teaching you, it's wrong. Which, I mean, again, I say Japanese, but I mean, that's pretty much right for even Western schools. Especially in my fucking shitey primary school days that I drink to repress my memories of. I don't know. Just, more curious things about Terra's upbringing, which I do still hope we at least get something out of. I mean, even if it is like a brief little, you know, a cutscene, you know, showing what Eriquus is doing, like in, I don't know, maybe Missing Link or something, something like that I think would be, you know, beneficial, but again, that just sort of remains to be seen. I do think Missing Link is due to come out in 2024, I can't quite remember. I don't think they've got a release date yet, but I mean, it is at least scheduled for some time this year, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Although, I mean, I guess to kind of go on to Missing Link as a tangent in and of itself, yeah, it's not quite set during, you know, the Eriquus and young Xehanort years, so again, it's a little bit before that. It's possible we might see a little bit more in regards to Xehanort and Eriquus' master Boulder, and, you know, a few of the other Keyblade masters that would have been around at the time, but it's curious, really. I'm interested to see what they do with that, actually, or if it sheds any more light on, you know, events yet to come. Which, I mean, it probably will, but again, the main big fish that we're waiting for at this stage is Kingdom Hearts 4, which we're still waiting for news on, so yeah, anything's possible. I mean, the footage that we saw of Kingdom Hearts 4 already was Unreal Engine 4, I believe, so yeah, we're going to be getting a whole new graphical engine with Unreal Engine 5, which is going to be interesting to see. Although, personally, I'm more interested to see what the build command was from the trailer of Kingdom Hearts 4. It'd be pretty interesting to see what Sora can do with that, actually, so yeah, I'm excited. Anyway, this is also what I was talking about earlier, because you see over there that little pathway that we couldn't quite access. We could have gotten it earlier as Ventus with Super Glad, but alas, we lacked the access. Actually, we could have gotten here as Aqua as well, but yeah. Jump on that little palm tree there, go through here, and thus we have an unlockable treasure chest for us to gain access to. as well as a mimic. Can you tell which one the mimic is? Because it's the more juicy treasure chest. Oh, ignore a mimic, and be careful not to fall off here. Ooh, god, that was close. Yeah, don't fall off, otherwise you're going to be facing off that thing all over again. Or, better yet, you could just avoid it entirely if you know RPG tropes. And we also got Geo Impact, which is, not something really useful at this point because we've already command milded for it. So, another Heaven or Feather, I suppose. Which, I mean, is really just sort of the closing statements I really have in this level. There's not really much to it. I mean, it's pretty much going in a straight line off to Skull Rock. Go out again after you get your little cutscene thing, then go back inside again, and then you're pretty much in the level. Swimming controls. And I don't know why, the song just reminds me a lot of the Land of Chocolate theme from The Simpsons. One I specifically remember from the 2007 Simpsons game, actually, because that was a playable level, but I don't know, just whimsy. But before we go... Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go to the rock where I was born. And yeah, I was initially going to go off in there and continue the level, but I was... Again, because of the fact that I also saw some upper pathways with different entrances, I thought, oh, maybe I could go up there and get some treasure. Without realizing that by the time I enter into the Skull Rock, it automatically activates the cutscene, so... Yeah, you're not going to be seeing the treasure inside until a little bit later, so... Oops. Cunt Slayer is stupid. Kinda like the Lost Boy that's like, duh, sorry, I'm fucking stupid. Yes, there's also an entrance here. Ah, different entrances and exits that go functionally the same way. What a cheerful bunch of lads.
Well done.
Pardon me, Captain, but it's about that shooting star I was mentioning to ye.
Mr. Smee, I ordered you to drop that. I'll not have you gushing on about some shooting star.
But Captain, most shooting stars twinkle for a bit and then they go out. But this one, it kept on sparkling and shining even after it crashed down. Why, what if it's really a big, enormous, priceless gemstone?
Idiot! Why didn't you tell me? We've a bit of business to attend to and must, I fear, step away. I trust you can see to things till I return.
Sure. When Peter Pan gets here, I'll be waiting.
That old codfish. Looks like he's found himself a new flunky. I'll fly down and distract him. Men, you move in and nab the treasure.
Are you Peter Pan?
That's me!
The light is not yours to take.
Peter Pan versus Terra? A more likely encounter than you might think. And, yeah, I highly recommend using shotlocks if you want to take down Peter Pan quite quickly, because... Yeah, in a similar vein to Sparky from Deep Space, again, he does have a tendency to pretty much, like, fly completely out of your range. Zantetsuken doesn't really seem to do much of anything, really, and, yeah, Peter Pan has a tendency to just sort of pepper you with his little, dagger there, so... Yeah. Which is kind of funny when you consider, one of the secret boss fights of Kingdom Hearts 2 that we, accessed via Disney Town, which was, again, the other reason why I had Terra win the Million Dreams Award. To establish a link between that and the Badlands. But yeah, this is pretty much just me using shotlocks away. And no, you can't actually defeat Peter Pan in battle, it pretty much just cuts off at a certain point, because how dare we end a little Disney character with darkness. Destroy him all. Oh yeah.
What do you want with the light?
Light? What light?
Look, Pan! We got the chest!
No! Not yet, you blockheads!
Hey!
Whoa!
Now what is this?
Pirate treasure, of course. Jewels, doubloons, you know, the usual stuff.
I've been guarding a pile of loot?
Sounds like you've been tricked.
I'll say. I owe you an apology. I picked a fight over nothing.
Oh, it was all in good fun. Not every day I get to fight such a good swordsman. Say, what's your name anyway?
Terra.
Right then, Terra. Which way did Hook go?
They said something about a shooting star.
Shooting star? Tinkerbell must be in danger. Men, guard that treasure with your lives!
Aye, aye, sir!
You go and get him, Pan!
Well, I should be on my way.
On your way! Don't worry, could you bring back some chocolate, cause I'm hungry. Forging and dealing with Peter Pan, that's also quite funny, given what happens to this man's spirit once, well, he's laid to rest. Or is he? But yeah, anyway, this is also pretty much what happens where, again, you leave Skull Rock and then it seems that trouble is afoot once more. And there's no treasure on the ground, but up above, there is plenty. Peacefulness. Earthquake! Sorry, we got caught by the monster. I thought it was a chicken and I ate it, but then it attacked. God, why am I so mean to that fucking bear shite? Uh-oh, a monster. Ah! I can't remember why I decided to leave and then come back. Oh no, wait, I'm getting some command stuff. Silly me. I thought I was just doing that to be funny, but no, I actually had a purpose to do this. See, sometimes not even I know what in fact I'm doing. But yeah, don't worry, despite the fact that it triggered the cutscene if you entered it from anywhere beforehand, no, if you go up to the upper deck, then you can pretty much just, gain access to the treasure chest that way. Anyway, it's pretty much just pish fighting at this stage. Nothing to really worry about apart from magical volley. Terra's flying without any pixie dust. Which is probably cocaine, which was legal back when Peter Pan was written. Or I assume so anyway. Ah! Honestly, maybe I'm just that greedy. Oh, now we gotta climb all the way back up again. God damn it, Terra.
Yes, boy, this is why you never made Keyblade Master, because you are wasting time hitting things. Only by using the darkness will you be more of a Keyblade Master to me.
And this is also where you get access to the prize pods, which give you ice cream ingredients. Oh. Well, that could have gone better. Yeah, the one flaw of using media, which I'm really underselling with how useful it is, because, again, I misused it with fucking sparky shit chimichangas. Yeah, whatever, that just happens sometimes. So don't get command deck happy, otherwise you'll get sappy. Oh well. No more ice cream ingredients for us, but we do get a treasure chest. Delicious. No! Ah, fucking hell. I mean, I did get that after the recording, it's just the fact that I just didn't get it there, even though I should have. Oh shit, I get a very deep sense of foreboding, akin to the fucking Grim Reaper boss fight from Kingdom Hearts 2. From the Pirates of the Caribbean world, if you're wondering what that was. But yeah, this is also a factor of what I was talking about in Deep Space, actually, when you can actually fight a bunch of these things and get a shitload of experience, so... Again, potential other way to grind if you so choose. Oh shit, I should have equipped Mega Flare for this. Ah, well, live and learn. And, a word of warning though, because again, you can get a lot of experience here, but you can also get dogpiled on pretty quickly, and I mean, even on standard difficulty, you can actually get peppered quite easily, and again, they do a bit of pip damage, but it's a lot of pip damage that can quite easily reduce you given the number and scale of these little unversed jellyfish things, so, yeah. I think Mega Flare would probably be the best thing to use here, if not, you know, a couple of other stuff like, you know, Meteor, Chaos Blade. Basically a lot of stuff that keeps you on the move and has powerful AoE attacks. There we go. Thinning the herd of jellyfish.
Sonderzucken! Rock Breaker. Come on, Rock Breaker. Yes, rocks. I like rocks. Delicious.
Boy, you sure cut that monster down to size.
Shh.
Ahoy! How fare ye, lad?
Look!
Go hide. Fine. All's well. What's that?
Tinkerbell, one of Peter Pan's dearest friends.
Can I take a look?
So long as I have his precious pixie, Pan's demise is all but assured. What's the meaning of this?
You know, I didn't give it that much thought. Just doing what my heart tells me.
That's mutiny, and you'll walk the plank for it. That sound!
Hooray! We sure showed hook this time!
Oh man, that pixie dust is making me trip balls.
Now, I have no idea why they're flashing back to this scene yet again. It's just kind of pointless, really. So, the only thing I can really assume as to why Terra's thinking back on this, apart from, well, I miss my friends, which was more poignant in the bloody Lilo and Stitch world, I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe the pixie dust is making him trip out.
Oh, hey Terra, didn't you know that pixie dust is actually cocaine?
Snort, snort. Hee you two would make the weirdest brothers. We are friends. We are friends. We are friends. I wish I had friends that I could laugh like that with. Then I could go, we are friends. Oh my god, that pixie dust is strong stuff, dude.
So much for the pirate treasures!
Did you guys really want the jewels and gold that badly?
Nah, we don't care about that stuff.
But Pan was counting on us!
I'll tell you what. Put the stuff that's really special to you in there. That can be your treasure.
Yeah! Real swell idea! Thanks!
Kinda makes me wonder what I'd put in there.